I was thinking the other day about regrets that I have since becoming a vegan, and the one thing that I do regret is listening to other people's opinions. When you announce to everyone that you're going to become a vegan, suddenly everybody around you becomes an expert in protein deficiency and B12 deficiency, and there's no specific illness or disease that a vegan will get because they're a vegan. Meat eaters always, their favourite thing is this whole B12 thing that we get now. B12 deficiency is not a vegan thing. B12 deficiency is just as prevalent within people who eat meat as it is with people who don't eat meat. Actually, vegans know that their diets don't contain B12, so they tend to take action to ensure that they do take B12. I take a little tablet. Some people take shots. Some people take fortified foods with B12 in them. See, the problem is that most people want to find excuses and reasons to just stay the way they are. They want to be part of the group. And the problem is that when people want to be part of a group and are part of a group, they don't like it when people leave the group. They get suspicious, or they're scared, or they're fearful of people who hold their hands up and say, I don't want to be part of your group anymore. I'm going to go over here and do this. So if you become a vegan, you're going to get lots of hate from other people, and you've just got to ignore it. The thing about that is those other people's opinions don't matter, because you're the only person who is going to live your life. You've got to do whatever you've got to do that makes you feel good, makes you healthy. You know, you've got to ignore their opinions and you've got to ignore their excuses. Like I said, people make excuses for not being active to make their lives better. People tend to like things to stay as they are. To keep things as they are, people will make up any kind of an excuse. So, you know, don't waste your energy on worrying about those people's opinions, because their opinions don't matter. You're the only person who lives your life, so live it the way you want to live it. Try not to take their negative opinions to heart. Don't be too serious about it. I mean, it's very easy to get angry and upset when you're a vegan and you've got meat eaters constantly talking about protein and B12, despite the fact that all of those issues are essentially non-issues nowadays. So the way that I've dealt with it is their negativity and their bitchiness and their hatred is try and turn it around into something positive. What you should do is use their negativity and turn it into positivity, turn it into energy for yourself. So, you know, don't be angry at them, but make a video explaining why B12 and protein isn't a problem, why veganism is better than meat eating. Make a video about how you're much less likely to get cancer if you're a vegan than you're a meat eater. You know, make a video, write a blog post, start a blog, you know, use that negative energy, like I said, and spin it round into something positive. Take somebody else's negativity and turn it around into something good, and then put that good out into the world, so that instead of that negativity being out in the world, your positivity will be out in the world. So make a video about an issue that a non-vegan attacks you with. Write a blog post, do an Instagram post, write something on Facebook, write an ebook about veganism. But most of all, don't listen to people's opinions. Listen to the opinion that matters the most, which is the opinion in here and in here in your heart. I watched a fantastic video by Saoirse Morava a few weeks ago, and she said that the number of animals that are being hurt and abused and raped and murdered every day is far more important than the opinions of those who are actually supporting that animal abuse, murder, rape. The opinions of yourself as a vegan and what you're doing that is good for the animals, good for the planet, good for your health, are far more important than a bunch of people who don't want you to leave the group, who do your own thing, be your own person, be a vegan, be happy, be healthy.